everybody, just wanted to do a quick video on this Friday afternoon. So I wanted to talk about mindset, and is mindset everything? Now the reason I wanted to kind of talk about this today was I was having a conversation with an old work colleague who I used to work with when I had a corporate job, and we got onto the subject of property investing, which, let's face it, is not unusual. I mean, if you are a property investor, we generally hear all the time that you should tell everyone what you do. So I live by that, and I do tell everyone what I do. And the conversation went to property, so we started having a conversation about property. And what was really interesting in the conversation was we were able to talk about the sort of negative mindset that people have around money. And I don't know if anyone's heard similar things. If you can't afford to buy it, you don't buy it. Save your money up. Don't get into debt. All that sort of stuff. So we're having a conversation about that, and we're conversation about the negative aspects around negative mindsets, particularly around money. And we got on to how certain phrases that our parents may have said or our school teachers may have said may have influenced those sort of things. And it was really interesting to have a conversation with them about this sort of stuff. When we kind of went on to property and how some properties can be purchased, he was really interested in understanding how we could use the sort of buy, refurbish and refinance model, where we take a property below market value because it needs some work done to it, do some work to it, and then refinance it onto a buy-to-let product, take the money back out that we spent on it, and then allow people to live in the house as tenants and pay the rent that way. And that was really, really interesting. Now, one of the things that the conversation then led on to was, well, actually, if you know how to do this sort of stuff and you have money to do it, or you don't have money to do it, does that hold you back or not? And we started talking about, well, if you have some money, sometimes that might hold you back because you're trying to make it fit what you're trying to do. So if you've got, say, £10,000 or £20,000 or whatever it might be, you try and fit a deal into that amount of money. Whereas if you don't have any money, you have to think slightly differently and slightly more creative. And one of the things that we talked about was some of those creative mindset or the creative financial aspects or creative deals that can be done with property. Like, for instance, BRR is quite a creative strategy. Not everyone's doing it because not everyone understands it. And if we think about the way that people used to buy properties, or the way that traditionally, let's put it that way, it was a case of save up a deposit, so work hard, save up a deposit, put down a 25% deposit on a house, get the bank to pay for the rest of it. And then, generally, in some cases, actually maybe even repayment mortgages where we're going into that space. And it got me thinking about, well, is mindset everything? Or is it knowledge? Or is it actually a combination of the two? And we kind of went around this conversation a few times over a coffee, and it kind of came out that it is a little bit of both. So having the knowledge is one thing, but if you've got the knowledge but you don't have the right mindset, maybe you're not actually going to do anything. Or if you have maybe the mindset but you don't have the knowledge, then maybe you don't actually know what it is you need to do. So I think actually the difference between those who know what to do and those who know what to do and actually do it probably is that mindset. Now, with that in mind, I talk to a lot of people about mindset. I talk to a lot of people about mindset and how they can make a difference in their own lives about the way they act in situations, the way that they work, the way that anything kind of fits in, because mindset is very important across all of it. And what I'm going to do for people, if they want to reach out and have a free conversation with me about mindset, then you are more than welcome to do so. On the page, there's going to be a button where you can message me, and if you want to have a conversation, we'll do 20-minute conversations. So I'll do 4 20-minute conversations about mindset. So if you're an investor, property investor, or entrepreneur, if you're in the corporate world, if you just want to have a conversation about something in your life where mindset might help you, then please just send us a message, we'll get it booked in, and we'll have a conversation about mindset. I'd be really interested to understand other people's concepts of mindset and any negativity that they may have experienced on money. So if you want to comment below and let us know, we can build up a little section there as well. But I hope that's been a little bit useful. Mindset, yes, I think it is everything, but only if you kind of couple it with knowledge and, more importantly, action. All right? Hopefully speak to you all soon. Take care.